There's one thing that gives me an unlimited source of motivation. It's this mantra that I say to myself continuously. Do it for your unborn son. Now, I don't have a son right now, which is why I say do it for your unborn son. And fatherhood has always been something that's been a massive goal of mine. It's always been something that has sparked an excitement within me, a source of motivation, a source of inspiration to become a better version of myself in the process. Now, the reason this resonates so deeply is because when I was growing up, I felt like I didn't really have that masculine role in my life. And that has been a journey to really uncover the benefits of that, but also how that has affected me and how to navigate that. So do it for your unborn son is something that I hold true to my heart. So that in those times of growth and struggle where things seem like there's no solution, there's no way out, or they get really, really difficult, or you're really pushing the limits of what you can accomplish, I want to do it for my unborn son. Because those moments where you are a father, let's say, and you're somebody who is raising a family, and your son sits down one day and he starts to discover more about life. He starts to discover more about why he's here, what's going on with him, how to navigate things with women or business or just life in general. And he asks me a question about that. I want to be the man with an answer. I want to be the guy who has stories to tell, wisdom to share, not just from theory, but from real life experience. And that's a great source of motivation, at least for me, because that pushes me to move further than I think I'm capable of, and to constantly be evolving into a newer, more upgraded, stronger, more powerful, more influential version of myself, so that I have those stories to tell, so that I have those lessons to share, those pieces of wisdom that come directly from life experience. Because I never had that. And I would have been so grateful to have had that in those moments where I was trying to figure things out. Now, of course, there's so much value in going out and figuring things out by yourself. And I would definitely encourage that. But I want to be that type of father. So that's one of the reasons why I use this mantra to really motivate myself in those times where it's a push. It's a push to step into that new version. And this is common for a lot of guys, because I've shared this with a lot of guys I've been friends with, a lot of guys I've had conversations with recently. And it's something that deeply resonates. I think us as men, we want to continue on this path of mastery from a soul level. Deep in our core, we want to grow, we want to expand, we want to become the best man we can possibly be. And to do that, we need a couple of things. So some of those things that come to mind are, we need a great woman in our life, a source of inspiration, a source of feminine energy that is going to help us rise up in those moments of struggle. We need a great network of guys around us, men who we can really rely on, really trust. We need a great environment around ourselves and have the freedom to travel and change our environment whenever we need to, so that we can put ourselves in positions to create opportunities, to be able to find a source of inspiration in the place that we live in. Coming to places like Bali, coming to places like Europe, going to places like South America, whenever you need to, whenever you feel called to. And also the financial success that comes with that as well. Living your purpose, expanding into a higher version of yourself and creating something meaningful in the world to give you that fulfillment. These are the things that are going to be staples in our development as men, in our growth, and it will determine the things that we're going to succeed at. And having those things in your life as a source of motivation, as a source of inspiration, are some of the things that help us rise, because the pressure of having someone else relying on you for a life, for resources, forces us to level up. And this is something that I'm really coming to realize, specifically over these last couple of months. So I wanted to share this mantra with you, especially if you are not a father yet, especially if you're getting to that age where you're thinking about it, but you're not quite there yet. Or at least you have it at the back of your mind, because This is an important thing for us men to realize, because as we raise in consciousness, as we go on this path of self-mastery, it is up to us to continue our bloodline. It is up to us to continue our life through our children. Do it for your unborn son.